What's up, everybody? It's Dan. Welcome this week to the Anime Degens Bullshit Hour. We're very excited. We got a guest on this week. So we got Freebs joining the podcast. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing
chilling.
good.
Just chilling.
Hell yeah.
I'm doing good. You know, it's been a really long week. Like, it's our sales kickoff for work. So I've been like at events every day after work for like the last 3 days. So it's nice to be home and like at a reasonable hour. So I'm chilling.
I feel that.
You selling shit, huh?
So I sell them robot dogs, dude. That's what I do.
Nice.
Well,
Well-
cool. So to start this week, we've got an interview with Freebs, and then we're going to do a little Multiverse Madness, and we'll get into that when we get there. If you want to support the podcast, just got to shamelessly plug the beginning. Best way to do is rate the podcast. Tell your friends, tell your grandma, whoever you want. Let them know the Degens are up to some degenerate bullshit. And if you have any interesting topics you'd like us to discuss, let us know in the Discord, linktree.com/Anime Degens. Well, Tyler, you want to get us into some news?
Yeah. The Boy and the Heron becomes the fourth highest earning anime film in America. That's wild.
Dude, that shit was gas. Did you see it yet?
It was good. It was good.
I guess I'm the only one that hasn't seen it.
You
yet.
haven't seen
That's
it?
wild.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That's blasphemy.
It was only in theaters like for 2 days or something like that, and where I live in Kentucky, and I wasn't able to go. So, GG's.
I like purposely look when those are coming out, and I buy tickets like months in advance. So I just force myself to go. And I'm trying to
me
get
and
my
Ash went like same day it came out.
yeah,
The next day.
and I'm trying to get my buddy to go see. They're doing the Gurren Lagann movies in theaters over the next 2 weeks. And I'm like, dude, we gotta go. Like, it's just the first season and second season condensed into a movie.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and
we
they're
gotta
like-
go.
Didn't they do like 2 or 3 of them? For like the whole didn't they cramp the whole series into a few movies?
It's 2 movies, yeah. So the first 12 episodes or 13 episodes are one movie, and then the last 13 are another. But I guess like they changed the ending up a little bit, so I want to go see it in theaters.
Okay.
Awesome.
Have you watched Gurren Lagann? I remember Moon here was talking about he was gonna watch it, but did you get around to watching it?
Yeah, I watched like, what was it, 9 or 10 episodes or something like that.
Okay.
I think.
So, what was the last thing you remember? Like, was it scaled up like universally yet, or was it still like kind of like isolated to the planet?
They hadn't left that planet. They just found like his dead dad's body or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's like the third
outside.
episode, bro.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I've only watched like 4 or
brother,
5.
they go full Toriyama on that shit. Like they're like, there's no way they could scale this up higher, and then they're like, watch this.
Yeah, we're gonna throw galaxies around. Don't worry about it. I
mean,
yeah.
they're like, there's no way, there's no higher than this, and then they're like, check this shit out.
I thought Dan or somebody said something about fighting God or something.
Pretty much.
Essentially, yeah.
That's wild.
It's good. You gotta watch that shit, bro. That's like a top 10.
Thank you.
I'm working on it.
You know, I don't like, I'm not a big mech suit battle anime fan, bro. You know, I'm not. It's that good. It really is.
See, I'm in the same boat. So, hearing people say that, then, you know, it makes it, I really enjoyed it though. So, I just haven't had time to watch it honestly yet. So,
yeah, even like, that was what, like 04, 07? It was, even the art style for the time was really good. Like,
yeah, it was
good.
It was before Trigger was a studio because the guys who did it left and started Trigger. So it's definitely, I think it's like mid 2000s.
Yeah. Worth the watch.
Definitely. But speaking of mechas, Attack on Titan, the flesh mecha show of all time, won an Astra Award for Best Streaming Anime Series. And Miyazaki won Best International Filmmaker at the Astra Awards. So that's pretty prestigious.
That is so deserved.
You know, it's not as prestigious as the DG Awards, but I'm pretty happy for these 2 guys right here.
Yeah, Miyazaki, he's just a legend, bro. Like, he definitely deserves that shit. So
that's like best filmmaker of the last century, in my opinion, is Miyazaki.
Oh, dude, he's up there with the best, definitely.
He don't miss.
I guess the next one that we have is Oda's new anime. I think it's an OVA or something like that. I think 1 episode. Monsters 103 Mercies Dragon Damnation is coming out on January 21st on Netflix. this is going to be canon from the one shot manga, and it's going to follow the legendary Wano samurai Ryuma. So that's going to be pretty fun.
That's gonna be awesome. I need to
Yeah.
go start. I need to pay for Netflix again. I finally was like, I'm not paying for it anymore.
This is
So
it.
now I have to get Netflix.
Shut up and take my money, Netflix.
Yeah,
Man, this One Piece deal is gonna make me broke.
it's just one episode though. Like maybe you could do like a free trial or some shit.
Well, I've already had a Netflix account, and my sister ended up buying that 10 TV family plan thing. So I was just like, giving her some money, and I was like, I'm just gonna borrow your Netflix account. And then they really cracked down on the multi-family crap. So
That's wild.
2 devices max.
yeah, you gotta be on the same Wi-Fi. Stupid.
I do remember them announcing that Ryuma special. Is it only going to be one episode, or is it just like a teaser episode right now?
I'm pretty as far as, so it might be more than one episode, but it is like an OVA type thing. It is a one shot manga, so I don't know how long the one shot manga was. You know what I mean? So it could be like a couple of episodes, or it could be one. Only everything I've seen is going to be one episode, but there's nothing confirmed. So
hopefully it's like a long episode. Like
a movie episode.
Give us that Stranger Things episode length, but like an hour and 45-minute episode.
I'm here for that.
Yeah, 20 minutes I don't feel like is enough to cover Ryuma's story. So, but
do you know who's animating it?
I do not.
I remember hearing the studio and being like, really, but I can't remember who. It was like what was it? It was like Madhouse or something, like somebody weird. Where I was like, what? Why is Toei not animating it?
Well, I was saying it'd be really cool if it was done by Wit, because we would get a taste of Wit doing the One Piece world before they release the One Piece.
Dude, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be sick. I'm hoping they take like the One Piece route and kind of like cut out a lot of the unnecessary stuff.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that. So, because they really didn't say nothing about like if they're gonna like cut it down. You know what I mean? So, I'm just wondering if they do that. So,
yeah, I definitely think since it's going the seasonal approach, I think it'll be much better pacing, which will be good for everybody who's like, One Piece is too long, man. No, just shut up.
Yeah. Plus, all of the source material is already out, so they don't have to like stagger it to keep up with the manga to not like get too far ahead,
So it is E&H production, which is only done a couple of different shows apparently.
Okay,
none of them that I know as well. So
it looked good from what I saw from like the little teaser that I saw on Twitter not too long ago.
Yeah, it definitely looks sick, and I mean, like that's gonna be such a cool story because I mean, Ryuma is a fucking badass, so like. We're going to see him take down a dragon or some shit. So I'm in.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I guess we'll see it. I mean, it's going to come out on 21st. Maybe we'll do something on the podcast for it. Who knows?
I feel like we have to.
Yeah. We're kind of like a One Piece podcast kind of somewhat, right?
we don't hone in on one topic. We like the bullshit,
One Piece is always here though.
It's true.
Speaking of bullshit, you guys watched that Solo Leveling first episode yet?
I did.
I tried to watch it. I tried to watch it last week, and I think Crunchyroll was just bugging. I couldn't watch it on my TV or my phone, and I was like, all right, I'll check it out later.
It kept auto-starting me with no subtitles on the Hindu dub for some reason, and I was like, what is this, bro? And then I had to go and manually switch over to the Japanese version with the English subtitle. Like, it wouldn't let me play it for some reason. It was being weird.
Damn.
So that's like one of my top shows of the winter, honestly, is like, at first it was like, okay, like this is all right, but then the end, bro, the end is like, this shit's gonna be dark, man. It seems like. So I love that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be tragic.
Definitely gotta check it out this weekend. I'm also, I gotta check out that Chained Soldier show that Kriegs is watching, because I don't know what it look. There's like a slave, but it's got like that big step on me, mommy energy that I'm a big fan of.
It ain't got that stuff, so
awesome. Well, our last piece of news we have Suzume and The Boy and the Heron are both nominated for Best Feature Film at the annual Annie Awards put on by the International Animated Film Society. So we might be seeing some more awards for our boy Miyazaki, which would be sweet.
You should win them all, bro. Not even capping.
I mean, Suzume was really good too, though. So like, yeah. I'm
And
happy
The Boy and the
that
Heron, in
does.
my opinion, wasn't one of Miyazaki's best works. It was good, don't get me wrong, but it definitely wasn't up there with like the Princess Mononoke or Spirited Away or like even like Howl's Moving Castle. I feel like they just had that edge. You know what I mean?
I can agree with that. I did really like it though. Like
It was good. It was good. It was really good, but it wasn't like a Miyazaki masterpiece in my opinion.
yeah, and there were a lot of things in the Boy and the Heron that just like by the end of it, I was like, so what the fuck was the point of all of this? And like I had to really go back and think about it for a while. I was like, damn, that was a wild ride.
I also kind of saw it coming from like as soon as he saw Homegirl. No, sorry, a little spoiler alert, but I looked at Ashley and I said, "That's his fucking mom." right when I saw her, I said, "That's his mom right there." Like I just knew.
It makes sense.
Do they
Cool.
have any like puppies?
No,
Dogs?
there were none of your dogs from Spirited Away, aka the bumbling head monster things.
There's a lot of cute new little sprites and stuff that you're gonna fuck with, though, dude.
There's some fucking birds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
A lot of fucking birds.
Not just birds, dude. There's a lot of other little cute little cuddlies too, bro. You're gonna get your fill.
The parakeets were the shit.
Dude, the one that was voiced by Dave Bautista. Did you watch the dub or the sub?
I watched the sub, so I want to watch the dub when it comes out.
I went dubbed just because Ashley was there and she's not big on subs. And fucking the Parakeet King was voiced by Dave Bautista, and I was like, "Is that Dave Bautista?" And she's like, "I don't know." And then I heard him again. I was like, "Oh my god, it's Dave Bautista! Let's go, dude!"
Well, like I wanted to watch the dub because like the cast was insane. Like
Mark
Hamill,
they
like,
always get big names for the voice actors in the Miyazaki films, always.
Yeah, because I watched The Wind Rises dubbed and I really like that, but like just the entire time, like that's Jim from The Office, and I just laughing at myself.
That's a oldie but a goodie, dude.
Oh, definitely. Well, awesome. So we're gonna start with a little interview with Freebs. Just get to know him, when he started his weeb journey. So, well, we know to call you Freebs. That's easy enough. If you guys don't know Freebies, he is a content creator, and he's been at it for a while. He's been in the gaming space. So I'm excited to get him in on some anime action because we used to game together a little bit, and
yeah.
He's coming to my domain now. Well, awesome. So yeah, tell us, just tell us about yourself. Like, what do you do? What do you love? When did you get into anime? Everything, man.
Let's think about this. Obviously, been gaming long time. As I don't know if you can tell by my surroundings, I'm kind of a weeb, kind of a nerd. I like
just
anime.
A little bit.
What originally got me started on anime was, I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, but Toonami late at night. You'd be watching some Ed and Eddie or something, right? It hit that 9 o'clock hour or 7 o'clock. Sometimes it depended on what Toonami run times they were doing for that day, but that Toonami would kick on and you'd get your Dragon Ball Z, you get your Cowboy Bebop, you'd get your One Piece episodes. This was like way back. I remember the very first episode of One Piece that I saw was that Davy back fight, the first one they had, and I was like, this is really stupid. I do not like One Piece.
It started with the worst arc.
That was the Davy back fight where they were rollerblading, and I was like, I don't want to watch this show. This is dumb. And then another episode came on, and I remember being like, oh, Luffy's that dude. This is actually really sick. Like Luffy's personality drew me in, and I was like, all right, this is pretty dope. I like One Piece. I've been a fan ever since.
So I think it's really interesting that you say that late night Toonami grind, and you mentioned the same shows that I watch, but being on the East Coast, it started at 5 o'clock.
Oh, really?
Man.
Yeah. So
are we talking weekdays or weekends?
I'm talking the weekday OG Toonami run.
I remember weekdays. It was 5 o'clock Pacific as well. But that was, it would be the Dragon Ball Z when it was airing weekly, when we were still getting new episodes weekly.
Yeah.
And that was after school weekdays. And then weekends, it was later at night.
Okay. I don't think I watched it on the weekends much then, because I just remember when I was a kid, it'd be DBZ would come on at 5.
Bruh.
And they'd have
do you remember that when Goku first went Super Saiyan?
Yeah, I was sitting at my kitchen table eating dinner, making my parents watch Dragon Ball Z.
I remember getting goosebumps and being like, dude, am I getting goosebumps over a Japanese man's cartoon drawings right now? And then I was like, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
This buff man has me way too hyped up to eat this rice pilaf right now. Like my parents are like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like, "Do you see his hair's blonde?
Are you not
Look
seeing
at that-
this shit?
Look at that
Mom,
shit.
what the hell? You don't understand me at all."
I've made you watch this every day for like a year at dinner because I can't miss it, and you're not even paying attention.
It was like 10 episodes of him getting his ass whooped too. And then you
Yeah.
were like, there's no coming back from this. And he was like, watch this shit, bro. And I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is peak fiction.
Dude, at the time, it was like the most mind-boggling like thing that ever happened in my life. It was like,
It was
oh
so
my
good.
God, he's a legend.
It was so good.
So going off of that, do you have like a favorite genre that you enjoy the most? I mean,
Oh,
I know
definitely the shonen sign-in all day
Okay.
long. I'm not a slice of life guy at all. I don't like it. I know you guys enjoy your slice of life, so I'm not judging. It's just not for me. Not for me. I like
Dan definitely
you-
does. I agree.
you say you guys, and
Oh,
you
is
know,
it just you?
I'm the king of slice of life. You know, I absolutely
Okay,
love
okay.
Toradora. And what other shit have you made me watch, Tyler? Rent a Girlfriend it's
Oh,
incredible.
God.
It's absolute peak. No, I'm not a slice of life guy at all. Like my thing is like I'm 30 and watching a TV show meant for 13-year-old girls just doesn't sit right with me. I'm like, I can't do this.
You're like, I'll watch that show designed for 8-year-old boys, but I'm not watching that one for 13-year-old girls. God damn it.
You get it. You get it.
Well, I will have you know, Dan, that there's a new romance out right now that is college kids, and it's about a hearing impaired girl and or woman and a what is it, a polyglot?
I've already
that
seen
can
this
speak.
movie, dude.
No, it's not about
I've
bullying
already
though.
seen it. I've already seen it. We're good.
This is a much more wholesome anime series. This ain't one that's gonna make you cry, hopefully. So
A Silent Voice definitely made me tear up, dude. That was tragic.
yeah, it's different vibes. So I've been enjoying the first episode. So
Okay.
but just
So-
letting you know. So
You know, if you watch Gurren Lagann and actually finish it this time, maybe I'll check it out.
true. Okay,
You have to.
maybe I'll do that then. If then I'll
You
come
don't just
back,
owe it to us. You owe it to yourself to finish Gurren Lagann, bro.
then
It's that good.
Then I'll pull up and be like, bro, Dan, it's your turn now.
Believe in the you that I believe in, Tyler.
Yes, that's right.
My drill will pierce the heavens.
That's right.
There you go. She's learning. So, Freebs, I know you mentioned that you saw The Boy and the Heron dubbed. Do you have like a preference? Are you like a subbed or dubbed guy, or do you just kind of go with the flow?
Sub all the way.
All right,
Hey.
my
But
man.
Miyazaki obviously is an exception to the rule just because the dub voice acting is phenomenal. But 99% of the time, when you take the original voice acting and then you dub over it, a lot of times they'll change the context. The voice acting is not even close to as good. Like even though it's in your native tongue, you're just not getting the full experience with the dubs.
It
There
just
are
don't
exceptions.
sound like, as good. Well, not sound as good, but it doesn't feel as good. You know what I mean?
True, man, it's true. If you go to Netflix too, you can play the English dub, but put on the Japanese subtitles in English, and you can actually
Yeah.
you can look at what is supposed to be being said and what they're actually saying. And a lot of times they'll change the context of conversations just to make the voice match the lips, which that's fucked up in my opinion. You're not even watching the same story at that point.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Yeah, and for me, it really depends on the show. Like shows that I watched as kids, like I'm not gonna go watch sub Dragon Ball Z.
No, I'm with you, especially with the way Goku sounds.
Oh yeah, his dubbed.
I'm not
or
a big
his
fan of
dubbed
his
voices.
his original voice actor. You know, it's a little
It's a little
a
weird.
little much. A little
Yeah.
much.
And then like I have a
Good
regional
evening.
thing. Yeah, literally. And like I have this weird regional thing where like if a show should take place, like if they made an anime about America, I
Are you one of the guys that watched Stone Ocean and then played it in the dubbed version of whatever country they were in?
no, I didn't do
Dude,
that.
my boy Josiah was like, "Bro, you're watching this part in English? What's wrong with you, bro? You're supposed to watch this part in this other." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You got to change the dub to whatever country they're in at the time, and they're in America right now, so you're good. But that last episode, you were supposed to watch it in some other language." I'm like, "Oh."
Well, so like my thing with JoJo, right, is I started watching JoJo and I'm like, these are a bunch of British dudes. Why am I watching this in Japanese? But then the minute I hit part 3, I was like, nope, we're going to Japanese
We're
now.
going back.
Yeah, Jotaro's Japanese. Makes sense in my head now.
Didn't you watch Vinland in like some kind of bullshit language?
Oh
You
no,
watch it
I
like
was
Nordic.
I was joking, saying I was gonna watch it with like Swedish subtitles or like Norway or something. That would have been cool. I think it would have been really cool.
Would have been cool.
But like Full Metal Alchemist takes place in like Germany, basically. And I mean, I watched it as a kid, so that's the one that I watch that dubbed normally because like that's just what I remember. But I want to go back and watch it in like German. I think that'd be really cool.
I can get behind that.
Awesome. So next question for you. What's your starter anime? If you had to recommend a show to a friend who's never seen a lick of anime, what would you go with?
The best one to cram the most feels into a small period of time. It's got to be something with a low episode count, obviously. But really, you got to hook them. You got to hook them in. You got to hook them quick. It's like the conversion to weeb. You can't convert somebody to a weeb with like One Piece. You know what I mean?
No.
It might be peak fiction, but it's just too many episodes, and it originally dated so far, 1999, 2000. It's so far back that the animation just won't get them hooked. Now that might be different once we get the remake. We'll see, but it's got to be something modern, something short, something sweet, something that really. It's got to have those action-packed fight scenes, but it's also got to have you like connected to the characters in a way, like emotionally invested into the plot and the characters. I'm probably going something simple, something with not a lot of plot depth. I'm thinking maybe some Demon Slayer. I feel like that would be I feel like that checks all the boxes on that for me.
Yeah, B-tier story, easy to follow, incredible animation.
Carried by the animation, that's it.
What do you think about Full Metal Alchemist and Mob Psycho as starter animes?
FMA is a good story. A little dated on the animation, but it's still good. I can see it. Mob Psycho 100%.
Hell yeah.
Mob Psycho checked all those boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were our starter anime recommendations. But my whole thing with it now, I look at it, I'm like, if I made somebody watch like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, like where did they go from there? Because they're seeing like a top like 3 show,
One Piece,
and then they're just that's still a big jump. Like you got to have like a 300 episode show in the middle there.
It's true. You got to give them some serious content to binge. Because that once you get hooked on an anime and then you're like out, you need something where you could like you're not gonna run out. You know what I mean? Something you can just always have on the back burner. Bleach is a good one too.
That's what One Piece was for me for the longest time. It was my back burner until I got to Water 7, and then it became my main. You know what I mean? So
that was such a good arc.
Yeah,
such a good arc.
It just kept on like blowing your mind after that. It's just like how do you go up from this? And then it continually just skyrockets. So
dude, oh my god, the most recent episode that just came out, bro.
Yeah.
I was watching the outro from the last one, right? You remember the outro where like they're like heading to the boat, and I was like, I love that art style. I wish they would adapt that for the next arc. And then boom, they hit it, bro. And I was like, no fucking way they did that.
Yeah.
And then I'm not gonna no spoilers, but like the context of the last episode, dude. Oh my god, it was so good.
We already covered on the rundown, man. You're good. Dude. We already covered it on the rundown. You're good to go.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. There never was an island of Lelucia, bro. I was like, oh my god.
Dude,
yeah.
I remember
phone call.
I remember reading that and being like, holy fuck. But like the way they extended it in the anime and like made it that much more like the gravity of it that much more, I was like, damn.
I don't know who storyboarded that episode, but it was fucking phenomenal. That was such a good episode.
It really was.
Yeah, man.
It really was.
Do you read One Piece or do you just watch it?
I read it up to where I'm not past the anime. I won't read past the anime. I refuse to.
Okay, you're in for a treat with this arc if you thought that was good.
I've seen a lot of spoilers from Egghead, but like, yeah, I don't want it. You know what I mean? I like to experience it animated personally.
Okay.
Not that I don't like reading it, but it's so good, man. Toei's just so good right now. I don't want to miss it animated.
Okay. Did we get your favorite anime? What's your like top animes?
Oh, I mean, One Piece is the best. One Piece is by far the best.
A man of
that's
culture.
given. Yeah, One Piece number 1.
Yeah, and then it's so tough to like rank the rest of them because
Well, it
I'm
doesn't
like
have
so.
to. So it doesn't have to be like in specific order. Just
Just
some
some
of your
of some of my
favorites, you know?
favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, we love the One Piece. We love. I was a big fan of Naruto while it was airing. Not a big Boruto fan, although I'm hoping that this arc is like a redemption arc because I'm getting real tired of the filler bullshit. JoJo's phenomenal. Hunter x Hunter. What else we fuck? Dude, I fuck with everything honestly. There's not really a seinen or shonen where I'm like not watching it. You know what I mean?
So
Okay.
do you have like a dark horse one, like a show that like isn't popular, but you like stumbled upon it and it was absolute gas
I mean,
that we should check out?
for me personally, something you guys haven't seen. Is that what you're implying?
It's just something that like maybe a lot of people haven't seen. So like not JJK, not Demon Slayer, you know, like
Maybe
for me-
underrated, unknown.
yeah.
Let me think. Hold on. Give me a sec.
Because like before I got on Twitter, mine was always Kill la Kill because I was like, that's just gas.
Kill la
And
Kill
I
is
had-
pretty good.
I had no idea it was like popular.
Was it popular?
I guess so. I mean, I see it all the time on Twitter, but that might just be curated to me because, you know, Sailor
I don't get
Sheep,
any.
I love 'em.
I don't get any Kill la Kill content on Twitter, but I did like Kill la Kill. It was good. Yeah, let me think. There's a couple like really obscure anime that I watched, not recently, so it's been a while. I'd have to think on it. I think the main genre that is like really hated on right now is isekais. I know, just because they've gained so much popularity, and like true weebs typically are like, I'm so sick of isekais right now. I'm so sick. Like that, it's like the landscape is just flooded with them. But there's a couple like diamonds in the rough in the isekai genre, and I think the biggest one for me is Slime. I fucking love Slime. I think it's really good. The world building was phenomenal. The animation quality is phenomenal. The story's really good. I fucks with the characters pretty heavy. I think they did a really good job with that one.
Slime is top 10 for me as well.
It's really good, man.
Yeah.
Like I watched it ironically. I started oh dude, that's another one. Ranking of Kings. I started watching that one ironically, and then I was like, this is really good. Like, what the
Okay.
hell is this?
Okay.
You-
Me and Tyler have been on our Shangri-La Frontier isekai grind lately. That's been the one
I've been
we've
watching. I'm caught up on Shangri-La Frontier. It's good.
Yeah,
My boy Josiah, he reads the manga. He's caught up in the manga right now, and he's been hitting me with spoilers. And it sounds like they're in an arc right now that he's like, I hate it. I want him back in the Shangri-La Frontier. I'm sick of this shit.
Oh damn.
Does it go hard though? Can he confirm that it goes hard?
He can confirm it goes. That's one of his top right now. That one, and he's all cut up on Blue Lock, and he's talking about the Blue Lock manga is like fucking phenomenal. Like it gets so good.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Awesome. So like you've been like a big streamer, man, you know, long time now. What's it been, 4 years? 5 years?
I don't even know, to be honest.
Yeah. Been a
Too
long time.
dude.
So have you like did you ever think of like doing anything around like anime or like your other hobbies and like kind of like take that to the next like a different level, I guess, kind of like how I was a streamer, Tyler still streams, and we were like, fuck it, let's do a podcast. Did you ever like have any thoughts like that?
I mean, that's kind of why I've been making the neon signs. I was like, I want to create like I want to add something to the landscape of like anime and manga that people can enjoy and bring into their own home. Something that I could obviously profit off of. No, I'm not getting rich off of it, but it's cool to make a couple bucks and sell something that I actually enjoy making and that I think is really cool. So I've been making a lot of those anime signs lately.
Okay, awesome. Because I was gonna ask you while you started Glowtaku, like what was going through your head when you're like, I'm just gonna start making LED signs. You know, like I was curious how you got to that point. So that's cool that's kind of like your gateway to like getting involved in like the anime space. You know?
Yeah, that was I saw something on like TikTok or something one day. Somebody was making, and I was like, dude, I want to do that, but I want to like make my own designs and like just make signs of shit that I like. You know what I mean? And then I was like, well, this is not a good business model, so we'll just make whatever people want. It wasn't working just trying to sell my designs. You know what I mean? People wanted their own shit, so
That's fair.
we had to go the custom route on that, but it's still cool. I'm still making a lot of signs. Like Like the signs he got in the background right there, dude. Those were the ones that I was like, these are dope as fuck. I would keep these in my room. You know what I mean?
I think these are one of the first signs that Freebs made, I believe. So
Yeah, I think that was like the fifth and sixth ones. I made
Yeah.
the Luffy, and then Josiah made the Zoro.
Okay.
yeah, and they're phenomenal. So I put them, I turn them on all the time. So
I'm glad you like them, brother.
Yeah, dude. I saw I saw the Snorlax one you made, I think.
Yeah.
And that thing was sick.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. That was like I took some random sketch I found on Google, and I was like, I'm making this into a sign.
Hell yeah.
how hard is it when somebody tells you what they want, like how hard is it to actually make that come true?
I mean, the hardest part is just like all the work that goes in. It's a lot of work.
Okay.
The design itself, I just kind of throw it up into Inkscape, and then I just make an SVG with like the lines, and then I color them however, and then I just feed that G code into the CNC machine, and it just routes it. I don't really have to do much, but then it's all you got to lay all the strips, and then you got to do all the soldering, all the power, and then the diffuser over the top probably takes the longest because you got to get it in the route, and then you got to glue it. Although a lot of the ones, if it's like snug enough, I don't glue it. Like if they're in there good, like your signs, you don't have any glue on yours. Yours is all just pressed in there.
Okay. And
Sweet.
I guess one thing we should ask, if somebody wanted to get like a sign like that, like mine, how would they go about doing that?
Oh, dude, we got Glowtaku on Facebook, at Glowtaku on Twitter. Just bang the line, hit the DMs. We can get you going, whatever you need. We got a little storefront on Etsy too. Just Glowtaku on Etsy. Whatever you need, just hit me up. We'll get it going.
Awesome. Yeah, I was gonna say if you're not on Etsy yet, that's the next move, man. Because
Oh yeah.
you're gonna have people hitting you up like, can you make a sign with my name on it for my wedding? And you're like, nah, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, we got that repertoire expanding daily too. We're constantly adding stuff onto there.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll also put like all his stuff in the description as well, so y'all can find out where to go to, find Freebs. So
Yeah, you're streaming on what? Twitch still.
I'm partnered with Noise now, which is that new streaming platform that I don't know if you remember Josh from Facebook.
Okay, catch me streaming. Okay.
Yeah. He is the partner manager for Noise, which is this new. They literally just launched like a month and a half ago, and it's like this super interactive deep learning. It's kind of like how there's predictions on Twitch. It's kind of like that, but everything's auto fulfilled, and then you have like a deck of cards that you can play. Like it gives you a hand at the beginning, and then you have to pick which one of your cards you think might come to fruition in the game that the person's playing. And it's auto redeemed. Everything's completely automated on the website. You like build an avatar, and then it puts you and all the other viewers in like a stadium. You're all watching together. It's really cool.
Yeah, I remember I jumped in your stream on it, and I was like, all right, he's playing Apex Legends. What gun is he using? I'm like, all right, I think that's an R9. All right.
You're like light ammo.
Light ammo kills. And I was racking up those points.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's crazy. It's crazy how they like know what kind of, and I'm sure a lot of hard workers goes into it, but like they know what kind of predictions to put on there based on the game you're playing,
Oh yeah, dude. There's, like I said, they got that deep learning AI algorithm controlling everything on there. It's pretty nuts.
Okay.
Sweet.
Interesting.
Just ChatGPT on top of Twitch. Boom.
Yup. Legitimately, that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, awesome. You guys want to get into a little multiverse madness?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we don't got rules. We got nothing. Take two characters from different anime. They're boxing. They're squaring off. And I think we have some serious ones and we have some pretty funny ones. At least I've got a pretty funny one that I'm a big fan of. But Tyler, you want to get us going first?
And we're also like trying to pick out who would win that too, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's gonna be some debating going on.
Yeah. So my first one that I really would love to see is like peak Kinpachi with his Bankai and no limiters versus King of Hell Zoro. That's what I want to see.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
That
So
shit would go so hard.
It would, but like I think the Bleach power scaling is just off the charts in the One Piece world.
I'm gonna have to agree on that one.
And I think Kenpachi's just gonna box him up, dude.
So
I have to agree.
Yeah, so I also agree that Kenpachi's got this, but there's a few things that could go wrong because when Kenpachi goes, uses his Bankai, he basically becomes, OP as hell. He's like a demon. He's got like a cleaver type shit. But he like becomes berserk and like has bloodlust and just attacks on instinct. He doesn't have no strategies. He's just killing whatever's around him no matter what. But the major drawback of this is that if he releases too much of his power, his body it just disintegrates. So he
That's
could
true.
lose it.
He could lose.
Yeah, he could lose it if Zoro could evade him long enough, or
If it turned into a battle of attrition, you think Zoro might have the upper hand?
either that, or maybe he gets super angry, and just uses too much and kills himself. I get Kenpachi has just as much potential to kill himself than to kill Zoro. Honestly,
That's a
is
good
what
point.
I'm thinking. So
I don't think it's
point.
lasting that long.
yeah, I
Right.
mean, it's
I
probably
don't
not
think it
going
is
to,
either.
bro. Kenpachi's a bad some gun, so.
Yeah, the scaling from the like you said, the scaling from the Bleach universe is just a lot higher, bro.
Yeah.
Like they're. I mean, maybe not so much anymore with the recent One Piece developments, but I don't think Zoro's taking Kenpachi.
Yeah, like I don't even know if Luffy's broken, but like I don't know if he could hang with like the top tier Bleach people.
I feel that.
That's tough because
It's like throwing Luffy into the Dragon Ball verse, bro. It's like, I don't know, man. I think Krillin might whoop his ass.
I don't know about that one.
I think Krillin would be Luffy, bro.
You think so?
I think he would, dude. All it would take is one Destructo disc, and it's over.
I'm just imagining Gear 5 Luffy like contort his body and just have the Destructo disc like go right by him, but like it's like he's like a donut. And that's why I'm so excited for One Piece, because we can get ridiculous shit like that now, and that's just incredible.
What about if Zoro, like, so we're obviously talking like peak Kenpachi, at the end of the story or whatever. What if we obviously don't know what Zoro's going to be like at the end of One Piece, but
That's true. He ain't even opened that
would be a
second eye
good
yet,
spot,
bro.
probably. End of peak Zoro, end of One Piece Zoro versus this Kenpachi. I feel like that would probably be a more reasonable fight, but we just don't know what that looks like, so
That's a good point.
But I'm sitting here like, peak Zoro can't be like stronger than like Roger or Whitebeard. Like I don't think that's where it's gonna go.
Hey man, this new generation's crazy. You never know.
Yeah,
it's true, but I don't think Whitebeard take one of these guys down either.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
Yeah, I mean, it would still be fun to see, though.
It would.
It'd be really fun.
If either studio animated it, would be good.
For my first one, I found fan animations and they were fucking hilarious. So,
okay. Well, what's your first one?
Okay.
So my first one is the goat himself, Buggy D Clown versus the malevolent chef Sukuna.
Cooking it up in the malevolent kitchen.
But
okay, that's a weird one.
So you think about it, and
did Freebs like did you ever see like that the subtitle mistake, malevolent kitchen?
No.
Oh,
okay,
really?
So when JJK first released the episode where Sukuna used his domain against Maharaga, they had an issue with the subtitles, and it said, instead of malevolent shrine, it said malevolent kitchen.
Oh,
we made so many jokes about him.
That explains the malevolent chef meme. Okay, I get it now.
It's exactly it.
That's good.
But like, I think this fight would be so funny because Sukuna would just be trying to slice Buggy up the entire time, and nothing would work.
And he doesn't have hockey, so he's not. It would just. Who would win that? Because Buggy would just keep putting his ass back together, bro.
Yeah, and like even if he used his flame arrow, like he said, Fuga, like Buggy can evade Kizaru's light beam, and frankly, that's the speed of light. So like Buggy's got he's slippery.
But could Buggy harm Sukuna?
That is why. So my thinking here is that Sukuna's just gonna get bored
And just leave.
and Buggy's gonna win by default. He's just gonna be Buggy to goat.
Or Sukuna would run out of cursed energy.
True.
Yeah.
That'd be a long ass fight.
It would.
Because
Can you
got a lot of
imagine?
energy?
Yeah, that's a lot of cursed energy.
Can you imagine a meteor coming down on a Buggy? That shit would be hilarious, bro.
I mean, what's he gonna do about the meteor though? Let's be real.
Yeah, because that's not cutting him.
No, it's not. I think he might get taken out to like some giant city scale attack. It might do him in.
That's true. Yeah, you don't gotta take Buggy down. You just gotta take everything around Buggy down.
Yeah, the whole this whole area.
But like, I don't know. I think a couple Buggy balls could take down Sukuna.
No way,
What
dude.
the hell, bro?
He need at least a baker's dozen.
I
All right.
mean,
He's got that.
I think Buggy wins, but I don't think he wins easily. I just think he wins on accident somehow.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
He's got the devil's luck, bro.
He just
Yeah.
stumbles into success the entire show. So
That's literally what he does. That's his fucking character, bro. He just accidentally wins stuff.
yeah, man, I got Buggy. I think this would be such a funny fight. It's like, have you ever seen the meme like manga where it's like Buggy's he awakens his chop fruit
No, but that would be scary, dude.
and he can just chop everybody else up.
Yeah, that would be
damn.
scary if he awakened that. That's a scary fruit if you know how to use it.
Yeah, it's a shame Buggy has it.
Yeah, I mean, if it went to somebody more competent, I feel like it would be like really dangerous.
I mean, if he, so we don't really know how like a domain expansion would affect Buggy though. You know what I mean? Like, would it like make him able to be cut and stuff though? You know,
That's a good
it's
point.
like it's their domain. You know, it's not Buggy's world at that.
But
Well, that ain't
all that
hockey,
guarantees
though,
is that all hits land, right? That's all
Yeah.
the domain guarantees, and he's gonna be landing the hits regardless. Like Buggy's not dodging Sukuna's slashes; he's just not getting hurt by them.
Dude, that'd
What
be
if it does though? Is what I'm saying. What if it cancels out that kind of like what hockey does?
It could, I guess. Yeah, it could work like hockey.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
can see it.
it's
I don't know.
interesting.
I just want to see it. I think it'd be hilarious.
That would be funny to watch.
I still think Buggy wins though. He clears it mid diff though.
I mean, you can't throw the invincible comic relief in against anybody and not expect him to win.
Exactly.
He's got the plot armor.
Big plot armor.
He's got something, all right.
Well, awesome. Freebs, what do you got for us, man?
All right, number 1, we got Yusuke versus Muichiro, the Mist Hashira.
Oh. Okay.
Little spirit gun versus blade action here.
I like that.
Okay, not two sword users, but okay.
That's right. We got now obviously the power scaling it's pretty different from Yu Yu Hakusho over to Demon Slayer. You know, it's a very different world.
Yeah.
Very different world.
What part of Yu Hakusho Yusuke are we talking about?
We're
right now?
talking at the end,
Oh,
the final
that's not
arc. Yusuke,
That's a wrap.
is it? I mean, Muichiro fast as fuck, bro.
And he is a demon slayer, and Yusuke is half demon. So, like, you might be onto something there.
I don't know. I think it would be it'd be a good one because Muichiro he fast. That boy quick with it. I don't know if Yusuke can keep up with him. I don't know if he can land an attack on him, dude.
Though. He's so strong in that last arc.
They really ramped up with that last arc, dude.
Yeah. Huh.
I mean, at that point, like you would just have to find a way to slow him down, right? So, I'm sure like Yusuke could like come up with some way to do that. You feel like so?
Well, Yusuke doesn't have goldfish monsters.
That's
And
true.
he can't put him in a water
That's
bubble
true.
thing. So, like,
He ain't poisoning him either.
nah, he's just shooting spirit guns.
I mean, that's his weapon, bro. That's what he got. And I don't know if he can land one.
True. That is tough, though. That's like a really tough power scaling comparison because, I mean, Demon Slayer, it's like I feel like it's pretty grounded in like the capabilities. Like, yeah, they can do breathing techniques to like increase their muscles and everything like that, but it's not like demon human half breed of the king of hell, like.
True. That's
So
very true.
I don't know.
I think Yusuke, as far as power scaling goes, has a huge upper hand, but I just don't know if he could actually do anything with it. That's where I'm at with it. I'm like, I can't come to a consensus on that one myself.
I think what we need to settle this debate is we need I don't think we need one, but a reanimation of Yu Yu Hakusho in like today's quality. Like give UFO table it, and then we'll see.
Yeah. I'm with that.
But that show's so good, it doesn't need to be reanimated.
Nah, it really doesn't. And obviously, the mangaka of Demon Slayer was talking about how all the effects of breathing are like in their minds. They're not real. You know what I mean? That's just how they imagine their swordplay to be. So we don't know if it's actually as scaled up as it seems to be in the anime. You know what I mean? So Ichiro might not be as tough as he look.
True.
We don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of like hockey in One Piece, though. I don't think hockey is supposed to be like seen too, right?
Yeah. That's just like for us to visualize it. That's why they throw that on there.
Yeah, so that's a good fight though. I don't even know, like y'all said, I don't even know who would like win, kinda. Or
I think Yusuke's got it in the end.
Okay,
I think you're right.
But he's just so strong at the end of that show.
He's tough as hell.
But can't the missed Hashira, like, can't he like do some like medium range attacks with his sword too?
Yeah.
So I mean, it would just be so hard though. Like I'm gonna go with him, honestly, just because he's got the speed, he's got the he's got
fast,
the distance,
bro. He's fast.
Like,
this is the problem though, is you haven't watched Yu Yu Hakusho all the way through, right?
True, but
you don't know.
They really scale it up at the end, brother. They really scale it up.
The greatest tournament anime of all time.
Dude, how many tournaments were there, bro?
Like after
4 of them?
Yeah, but like after like the original like Spirit detective arc where he's like working for like Koenma and all that, it's just tournaments. That's all it is.
Yeah, literally. They're like, hey, we're in the demon world. We're gonna throw another tournament over here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who wants to be king of the demon world? Oh, let's just fucking have a battle royale.
Yeah, let's have a tournament, bro. It's fine.
Fuck it. Tournament.
Let's throw another tournament. We're good.
Get the beer ready, boys.
We'll get this shit sorted with a tournament. It's fine.
Dude.
That's our go-to.
Imagine how much money they would make if we could get like a tournament like Yu Yu Hakusho, but like just put it at like an NFL stadium.
Ooh, that'd be good.
I'd be buying a lot of beer.
I'd be there. I'd watch it.
Okay.
Right,
who Tyler, we got up next?
What's your next one, Tyler?
So me, I guess I'm gonna go with a little bit of a fun one. Kirito from Sword Art Online versus Sunraku from Shangri-La Frontier. And I feel like this would be like some a great fight, because you got these some of the best gamers, full dive gamers. One from Sword Art Online, obviously, and one from Shangri-La Frontier. But he's the best trash gamer who has went to the good game side or whatever. But they both like enjoy the solo plays. They both love the fast and dangerous characters. I'd really love to see this fight. I kind of think that Sunraku has it though, honestly.
100%. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, because he's just trash. For someone to be that type of high caliber player at trash games, like, they're just so much better at like normal games. You know what I mean? So
I'm with you.
You just can't beat them, right? So
I think Kirito, a lot of his power lied in his level too, because he was what did they call the beta testers?
The beaters.
The beaters. He was a beater, right? So he got that advantage that he had by going and leveling early before everybody else, and a lot of his power lied exclusively in his stats. Now, not to say he wasn't a good gamer, but I feel like Sunraku just got that dog in him when it comes to gaming, dude. I think he'd take
grind
it.
Mentality.
I think he would low diff that shit, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, that, and I mean, so I have one question: is what game are they playing in?
Well, so it wouldn't. It would be like a equal fair grounds.
That's what I was assuming.
We're not playing in SAO. We're not playing in Shangri-La. We're just playing in like a new different game where they both have to start at the same time, and obviously grind or whatever, and then go against each other like a PK type system. So, but it would be like a SAO type thing though, where dying actually mattered. It means you're dead. So
wait. Did you say they're gonna grind and level up before they fight?
Yeah. So like,
oh, dude, it's even better low diff for Sunraku. Then I feel like Sunraku would have a way better build, and he would be a better game. He would clear it easy.
Dude, he's such a glass cannon. Like Sunraku takes like one hit from Kirito, though. You think about it, like
he wouldn't let him.
That's true.
And
he wouldn't let him.
And one thing too is that that actually gives Kirito a one up. Is Kirito has been through the you're dead, you're actually dead. You die, you actually die.
Oh, you think the stress would take
Sunraku has not. He's been able to grind and figure shit out because he dies or whatever. He's not afraid to die, but he's still like a magnificent gamer. It's just that what if he actually knows that if he dies, he dies. IRL, and Kirito's already lived through that, so it's kind of evens it out some. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. I didn't think about the mental level of the stress it would. Yeah, that's true. Kirito's he's put his life on the line more. That's a good point.
Yeah. And Sunraku doesn't care if he dies. He just comes back into town. Because I was gonna say, like, if that wasn't a stipulation, I feel like Kirito always fights very grounded because of that experience. And Sunraku just is like, fuck it, we ball. Like just like, let's do it. Let's do something crazy here. So I feel like in that aspect, if they weren't gonna die, Sunraku has a big advantage there.
But the thing is, in Shangri-La Frontier, the only reason why he dies is because he tries to fight way over his power level, and he tries to do some stupid shit. So we're talking about, equal fighting. Like, they're on the same level. Like, I feel like that he could still probably do some of his stupid shit, but he won't get penalized as much because, Kirito is going to be on the same level as him. Whereas like Weathermon and like the bunny thing that they went to the training grounds, those were so high level compared to him. They was OP, like one shot and he was dead. But because of that reason, they was so over leveled. So
that's true.
We haven't really seen Sunraku fight on equal grounds yet.
That's true. But what we have seen, I feel like he's really demonstrated his talent over Kirito. Like Kirito, it was all about the levels and the grind. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't really have any like he was a good gamer. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't like a standout, like phenomenal gamer. He was just very smart with how he had built up his characters in the games.
Yeah. And we also seen Sunraku like come across the PKers, right? And like he had to fight like 4 or 5 different PKers
that
at
were like
one time that was trying to
him.
kill him, and he was able to dodge around them and avoid dying. And this was like an esteemed PK group, and he was able to escape. Obviously, his girl come in and kind of helped him out a little bit, but still, he's still done that. Like, who else is gonna do that? You come across 4 or 5 of an esteemed PK group clan, and you're gonna get away without dying, and you're under leveled. That's wild.
That is true. It's a good point.
Yeah, and I mean, he hung with is it Lycadgon? Is that the name of the wolf?
Yeah. The unique.
He hung
monster.
with that for a pretty long time there at like level 3. So like,
he knew too. He was like, if I'm dead when one hit. Like, he knew from the beginning.
Yeah,
he knew what it was.
But so, I mean, Asuna is in a birdcage. Kirito just dominates. That's what he does.
What if Sunraku's girl or Emil is in a birdcage too?
That's an NPC though. Like, I know that. I mean, that's his homie, but like, it's an NPC.
Well,
it is an NPC.
Kirito had like an NPC kid and shit, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And
he had an NPC kid.
True. The NPC kid that gave him hacks for days.
That is also true. He was cheating. This
Always
motherfucker cheating.
Hey, man. It's more proof that if you want to win, you got to cheat.
That's facts.
Look at Michigan. They just won the Natty, and they got caught cheating all season.
Oh, God. Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Harbaugh didn't coach for like 3 games because he got suspended.
Oh, my Lord.
It's wild. But yeah, I really do think that Sunraku has this. It probably won't be as easy as we think because he hasn't never went through that like mental state that okay, if I die here, like I'm dead, you know. So, but I think he still got it. I think he still pulls it off, especially if they're equal grounds, you know, in like a in like a neutral world. So,
I'm with that.
Hell yeah.
We'll call Sunraku then. Let's say with the mental element of it, let's say mid diff on that one.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so for my next one, number 2, I got Edward Elric versus Overhaul from My Hero Academia.
Ooh.
So I thought this would be a really cool fight because Overhaul, like the ability is essentially alchemy. It's the ability to disassemble and reassemble anything.
On like a molecular level, yeah.
Yeah, which is alchemy. I mean, that's what
alchemy, yeah.
But like the way I look, I think Overhaul's got a bit of an advantage here just because like we've seen him do shit at such a larger scale. And
True.
I mean, he went pretty toe to toe with Deku there for a long time. And I think the scale of what he can do is just at a higher level than Edward. Like Edward's alchemy is way more refined. Like he makes a nice looking blade out of nothing, out of just smacking the ground. But
Edward's got some pretty good wide range attacks too, though. And all it would take is one good one to take Chisaki out.
Yeah, it's true, but I'm just thinking like Chisaki, like we saw him like literally become this giant flesh-eating monster thing, and like, I mean, he made a maze out of nothing, like really fucked up Deku. I think he's just at a more destructive power level.
You might be right. That's a tough one to call, though.
It is. I mean, I want to give it to my boy Ed, but I think I got to give it to Overhaul.
I'm assuming we're not talking about like the end of Full Metal Alchemist, right? Ed.
Well, he doesn't have alchemy at the end.
I'm just clarifying for the audience.
Yeah. Ed just shows up and goes, and nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Then it gets turned to a pile of mush.
But couldn't he just like get rid of Ed's arm and be okay?
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, I mean, Ed can still make weapons out of the ground, and he can still like make those giant pillars and like throw stuff. So I don't know.
But can he kill someone, or can he defeat someone of like Overhaul's stat, like you know, with powers if he doesn't have like most of his alchemy because he doesn't have his arm? You know, he can't do it like what's her name, the little girl or whatever that can do it without her hands or whatever. So right.
Oh, the alkahestry, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so I mean, the hands and the clapping thing is an advantage because you don't need to make an alchemic circle.
Okay.
True.
Because you saw the eye. But like, I don't know. I still think Overhaul's got it, man.
I don't see Edward being able to fire off like alchemy as quickly as Overhaul could change the things around him. Like even if he went to like hit him with like a spear out the ground or something, I think he would have it like disintegrated before it even hit him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it'd be cool.
I think I'd give it to Overhaul. Thinking about it now.
Yeah, I definitely would give it an Overhaul. I can't even say the name, man. Yeah, I think I would give it to him too, but I think it would be a really good fight though. I just don't think Ed has what it takes to get it done. And you know, he's a good guy too. Like Overhaul would like do some weird shit, you know, which Ed probably wouldn't. So
that's true. That's true. We do some underhanded shit.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, he would probably be like, "Oh, what's up?" and shoot Edward with a quirk gun, and Edward would be like, "What the fuck's this?
What the fuck is this, bro?
I don't have a quirk, dude. I'm just like super chemist.
I'm just out here doing some shit, bro. I mean, that ain't doing nothing."
And then we pull out the Glock, bro.
He just claps his hand and a blicky shows up.
Now, will this do shit, bro? Let's find out.
If it was Demon Slayer, we would have some blicky breathing going on, but
yeah. Okay. Yeah,
All right,
that's a good one though.
Who do you got for your next one?
All right, next one's not straight hands. This one right here, we're going strictly firepower. All right, we're talking about Ace, One Piece, versus Natsu from Fairy Tail. Who's got more firepower?
Oh, because in a fight it'd be easy.
In a fight, obviously, he's got a Logia fruit. It wouldn't matter. You know what I
Well,
mean?
no, I mean Natsu would just suck up all the fire, so it'd just be a
He-
draw.
That too.
Like,
That too.
I mean-
but Ace could just beat his ass. Like hands, I think Ace takes that one.
I don't think Ace is kicking Natsu's ass.
I think Ace whooping Natsu's ass, but I'm talking strictly firepower.
I'm trying to think.
Mm.
Like, it's been a while since I've watched Fairy Tail, and I'm trying to think the magnitude of what we've seen from Natsu, like at like the peak. You know?
That's so I'm thinking like greatest feats from both. The greatest feat from Ace was Blackbeard, where he engulfed like half that massive island in fire, right? And then greatest feat that I can think of from Natsu would have been maybe in that tournament where he was fighting both the other dragon guys. Fuck, I haven't seen Fairy Tail in so long.
Yeah, I know you're doing the light and the shadow dragon.
Yeah.
Breathers. Or magic, whatever. Yeah.
What were they called?
It was the Saber Tooth Guild.
No. What like Natsu is a dragon what?
Oh, Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer, that's what it is. Yeah, it was him versus the two other Dragon Slayers.
So I'm torn more because like Natsu, like I love Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is like a guilty pleasure shonen. Like
That was one of the ones that I watched a long time ago that I thought was peak until I started watching other stuff, and then I was like, oh, it's actually not very good. It's kind of mid.
it's very mid, but like I don't know. There's something about that show and the music, and it just makes you want to like. You lose your composure and you really feel for those characters.
They get you in the feels sometimes, bro. They do. They sneak the feels in on you.
That fucking song is enough to make a grown man cry.
It's true.
I think I got to give it to Ace. I think I got to give it to Ace.
On firepower?
On firepower. Because like Natsu, if this was like the biggest fire possible and Natsu hadn't ate any fire, you know, he doesn't have that capacity that I feel like Ace does. You can make fire out of nothing.
At the end, he did do that shit where he was like, he became his father, the dragon. I forget his name, and he was fighting Zareth, and he did that shit where it was like half the continent with that one blast. Remember?
Ooh, okay, I'm thinking that.
Do you remember
now.
that?
Yeah, that might be more.
But it like wasn't him though. Like he became, I forget what his dad, the dragon's name was. Igneel, yeah. So I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, is that him? You know,
is that him? That's the question. Is that him?
I mean, if we were doing like more versatile fighter, I gotta give it to Natsu because Natsu just eats shit and takes over more powers.
It's true.
But like, I think, I don't know now that you bring that up. I mean, yeah, it was partially Igneel too, but like, it was Natsu.
It was him. It's a tough one, man. I don't know. All my fights are like that where I'm like, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. I'm throwing them up because I can't pick one.
Yeah. I think I got to go Ace though. I got to go back and
Ace?
I have the worst reason now to go rewatch 340 episodes of Fairy Tail. It sounds like.
You're welcome.
I've been trying to get Tyler to watch that show for so long now. I'm like, you would love this one. It is. Yeah. Well, actually, Natsu has the power of friendship, so Natsu's gonna win. He's gonna somehow have more fire.
That's true. Ace has already been confirmed to be able to die. So
he's a donut.
Yeah. I think one of the main reasons that Dan has always said to watch that show is one of the.
I know you're gonna ball your.
That, so.
Oh no, all the chicks.
Yeah, all the chicks. The chicks.
Oh, dude, there's a lot of fan service in Fairy Tail. There's like a lot of fan service.
Yeah.
If you're into that.
Yeah, Mashima knows how to draw a nice lady.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean,
and they're all nice ladies.
And then you got female Zoro too, bro. You got Erza up in that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have female Zoro. Yeah. She's a scary lady. But no, I want you to watch Fairy Tail because I know you're gonna bawl your eyes out like 17 times, and I'm just gonna laugh.
Dan just wants
And
to
it
see
did
me
it
cry,
again.
bro.
It did it again. It did it again.
Dan just
Bro,
wants to see
right
me
after that
cry.
time skip, I remember getting real emotional on that one. I was like,
Oh,
okay,
dude.
okay, it's tragic, but we back now, bitches.
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee if Dan said he teared up, I guarantee I'm gonna cry like a lot. I'm just a crybaby when it comes to shit like that. So
It's
I
the
mean, that's what you
song,
got.
man.
You got to watch Fairy Tale. It's one of those ones you got to see it.
yeah,
No, it was
Yeah,
like
you got to watch it at least once.
it's like when I think about it, I'm like, it had such a hard time being considered a really good show because it was releasing at the same time as Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto. It was just shadowed by the big three.
You can't run anything while the big three's airing and expect it to be a hit. Like, it's not going to work out.
yeah,
Yeah, I gotta go Ace. I think we're going Ace.
Okay.
I mean, just out of pure, not knowing a lot about it except for what y'all just said, like I probably got to go Ace 2, unless like the thing that you said at the end, unless that counts as him, then that would probably be more firepower technically. The continent is bigger than an island or a town
That's
or
true.
whatever.
That's
so,
true.
But we just who knows do we count that as him or not? At that point, so.
Can't say, man.
Yeah. That's a good one though. Who's next? Is it me?
I think
again?
you're up.
Okay. Well, I don't so I'm gonna go ahead and go with my third one. It's a different fight. It's kind of like what Freebs did here. It's kind of different. I want to see Soma from Food Wars and Sanji from One Piece have like a fight, but not a fight. It's gonna be a cook-off.
A cook-off.
You want a little
Yeah.
Shogugeki action?
Yeah, I want a little Food Wars action with Sanji and Soma. It's just a cook-off. One of the best cooks of the sea versus Soma, who cooks such good food that it literally makes people orgasm. So,
I mean, Sanji has done that as well.
well,
I
Sanji has
think,
orgasm. Yeah, I believe
think
that.
the
No,
level
you
that
remember
Soma
Big
has.
in Whole Cake when he was doing the wedding cake? Remember? He also brought about some orgasms with his cooking.
Oh, okay.
I
It's
didn't
been a
see,
while, but
I didn't
okay.
see clothes exploding off of people though.
That's true. That is very true.
I think Sanji wins it if you tell him that Nami and Dilman's gonna be tasting their food and it's in the
Cooking
Food
for
Wars
a beautiful
universe.
lady.
It's in the Food Wars universe.
Yeah,
and they clothes explode if it's good.
Nami and Robin's gonna be tasting this food.
Nah, dude, we just gotta show what's her name's mom.
Who?
Right at the very end of Food Wars, when they have like the all blue or the blue challenge.
Oh.
And what the hell is her name?
You know
Redhead
about freaking that what's their nickname? Valley Girl. You talking about Valley Girl's mom?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, her mom. I'm trying to remember her name. I'm spacing out.
She have a banging mom?
She had a banging mom with the god tongue.
Oh,
Okay.
the god tongue?
Yeah, Sanji's. I don't know if Sanji could impress her, man. Like, Sanji's food looks delicious, but it's not like that Food Wars like caliber of description. But that's also because Food Wars is Food Wars, and they're so over the top with shit. But like, I've never seen somebody react to Sanji's food in the same way.
But to be fair, Sanji is literally, getting shit and stocking up on a pirate ship. You know that shit's salty as hell, probably, right?
Yeah.
So
That's true.
like, what if he, like I said, this is in the Food Wars universe, right?
And they got better ingredients to choose from over there too. I guarantee it.
Quality,
pizza,
better tasting
Papa John's.
ingredients. They're kind of like, they got the same shit. They're the same shit's available. It's just who's the better chef, at that point. So is it Chef Sanji or Chef Soma?
I feel, is there a crossover for this? I feel like there is, right?
Unless it's King Chris.
Okay. I don't know. Like, I just feel like Soma. I feel like he's got it. I don't know.
I feel like
You think so?
Sanji is a great fighter and a great cook. But I feel like once you throw him into the Food Wars realm, I feel like it's just a whole different league, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like maybe you say, if you win, like put Nami and Robin in the equation.
You think
or
it's strictly
whatever.
motivational? You think given the right
Oh.
motivation, he'd make it happen?
Like you put him in that, and you get him to understand that this is what happens. Even Shirahoshi, like imagine if you put her in there. Like he almost died, in Fishman Island. So like if he had something to work towards, like if he was doing it for the ladies, like
He was promised an honorable death by Snoo Snoo from Shirahoshi. You think he'd make it happen, huh?
bro,
I'd make it happen.
there's no cap.
I know
There's
you
no
would.
cap on Sanji's potential if he knows what he's getting like that.
Well,
That's true.
And I guess too, Sanji is a better trained chef. Like Sanji's got the skills, but Soma's got the creativity. So like I need to know the criteria on how we're rating it,
Who can get the girls to take off the most clothes? I don't know, man. Maybe God Tongue does
Sanji's
it.
winning that one, bro. If that's the end game, just getting the most clothes taken out, Sanji's winning that one. He'll do whatever it takes.
That's true. Well, he'll dive a nosebleed first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe Sanji actually doesn't win that because he just dies first.
The idea of it kills him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He just
mean,
bleeds to death.
if the judge tried Soma's food first and all of a sudden they were just naked having an orgasm, Sanji would die on the spot. So
true.
this is a race. All it
Yeah,
is
no
is who can make
contest.
their food first.
Yeah. Okay. But see, Soma doesn't really bother him like that. So maybe you have to put something out there for him too. Like maybe you'll be better than your dad if you'll be a better cook than your dad if you if you don't, I don't know, something like that. Make it interesting. So
I'd be interested. I would just want to be the judge. Like I just want to
Yeah,
taste.
I just want to try it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with that. I don't want
you
my
want
clothes
your-
blowing off though.
Hey man.
I was
It's
gonna
all
say orgasms and clothes.
I mean,
coming
unless
off?
Shirahoshi they're like you talking about, then we can talk about it.
Okay.
Well, awesome. I think we're pretty even on that one. I mean, that's a draw, I think.
That's a good one.
There's
Yeah.
too many variables that we need to figure out.
It would be fun to watch however we decided to do it. So
Awesome.
True that.
So I guess I'll go next. So like Tyler, I wanted to have a little sword fight. And I went with Gintoki from Gintama and Kenshin.
Okay.
So I thought this was kind of an interesting one because one, it'd be an awesome sword fight, but they're both samurai who are trying to like leave their past behind and live a better life. And they'll do whatever it takes to protect their loved ones. So that like very similar background, but I think Gintoki's just got it in the end because Gintama's got aliens and he fucks with the Yato clan. And like, I mean, Hosen is kind of like a tier above anybody you'll ever see in Rurouni Kenshin,
It's true. Like it's
Okay.
like the scaling's a little skewed.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to watch though.
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like Gin wouldn't take it seriously until like there was something on the line,
That's true.
He'd be like, I just want to go get drunk. I just want to go hang out at the hostess club. Who's paying?
Kenshin would probably pay, honestly.
Hey, did you watch that? Did you watch that recent Gintama movie they made where they like just made fun of like every other shonen anime?
I've seen
Have
the
you seen that
episode
shit?
where they do.
Or was it an episode? I
Yeah,
don't know, I
yeah.
just-
It was an episode where they're trying to figure out what to do for season 2.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was like the new season that came out, and then I haven't been watching it. I haven't seen much of it. But
Yeah.
I thought that was so good, bro. They were like copying the style of everybody else and just roasting the characters and the plot. Like it was, oh dude, it was so funny.
It was like Super Dragon Piece or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And it had One Piece, it had Dragon Ball, it had everything. It was awesome.
It was good. It was really good.
That show is just so good. But yeah, I think Gintoki's got it in the end. While Kenshin's an incredible swordsman, I think his best feats don't compare to Gin, and Gin's just got those ridiculous moves. I mean, he's taken down aliens and slashed them in half with a wooden sword that he bought off a TV ad. So
I'm gonna have to agree with you on this one.
Even over like the Batosai style Kenshin, like from back in the day.
I've just seen Gintoki take so many hits from aliens who can punch buildings down. That and like Gin has that same thing where if he like goes into like past samurai mode, like if he gets a real sword, he cranks it up to 11, just like Kenshin when he goes Batosai mode.
Okay.
But I gotta take the mail order like Toya wooden sword over the reverse blade.
Yeah, I think the scaling for those two, like I said, is just it's too far. It's too different.
But if you're really
it's too off, man.
Yeah, but if you're really
I'm going again. I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go again Toki too. I've only seen like a handful of episodes, but like I feel like it would be really funny at least. So pretty funny. So yeah.
Oh, definitely, man.
All right, my last one's weird.
Oh,
I like it.
I got a weird one. We're going one of the strongest from one verse versus one of the weakest from another. All right, we're going Gojo versus Krillin.
Okay.
And I thought this one was really interesting to think about because obviously he's gonna have a really hard time reaching Gojo with that that infinite distance between them. You know what I mean? But the power scaling is so different. I don't know if Gojo could actually do anything to Krillin.
Yeah.
I don't like Krillin's taking energy blasts way stronger than anything that Gojo can fire off.
Yeah, I mean, he very, very, very briefly went toe to toe with Frieza for like 1 second. Like,
and Krillin's been planetary level since like way early in Z. You know what I mean? Like we watched Dragon Ball Roshi blow the fucking moon up. You know what I mean? That was before they even started to scale shit up. That was those energy levels that now Krillin could just slap away with no issues.
Ooh, but again, still purple.
I think he could slap purple away. That's why I'm like, I don't know. This one, I couldn't see how this one would end.
The only thing I would see is, you know, if Gojo hits him with the domain expansion, like it's over for Krillin though. Like that doesn't really like attack you physically, right? It attacks you mentally.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's
so
true.
Like if he hits him with the domain expansion,
put him in the domain. That's a good point.
It's over.
He would just lose his fucking mind.
Gojo over.
It's Gojo over, bro.
Stop.
You're Krillin me, dude. Stop it.
Yeah. I can't hardly laugh right now. My voice is shot. But yeah, that's the only thing that I could see is if Gojo gets the domain going, Krillin's done, man.
But can't Krillin done. Can he fly around the planet hella quick? Like, isn't he just fast as shit? Like the scaling of the speed in DBZ versus JJK.
I don't think it matters though, right?
I don't know if he could catch him in a domain, dude. I don't know if he could catch him with it. Because it doesn't just instantly form, you know what I mean? It's it looks instant, but it takes a second.
We've seen in the latest episode, Gojo literally made a domain expansion, what was it, a millisecond or something like that?
He made it last a millisecond.
Yeah, but if he makes it last a millisecond, that means it literally lasted no time at all, like a blink of an eye.
That's true.
Krillin get away from that, you know?
I don't know, man. That's a tough one. All mine are very undecided. I couldn't pick a winner when I was formulating them.
How could Krillin kill or do anything with Gojo if he wasn't close enough for Gojo to use his domain expansion?
That's true.
Destructo disc.
Energy blast, destructo discs. Eventually, his technique would tire and he would have to stop using it. Eventually, it would obviously take a long time. He's gotten very good at holding that infinite for extended periods, but I think eventually.
Based off the latest season though, he said he could literally do it infinitely because he's got the reverse technique and the other one going. So basically he's just killing himself while healing himself, and it's just a never-ending cycle. That's why he's able to do it constantly. He's like so OP.
He is, man. He is.
He's OP in the JJK world, but
Yeah.
Dragon Ball is on fucking like intergalactic, like galaxy level.
That's what I'm talking about. The scaling is so different.
And while Krillin is pretty weak in Dragon Ball Z, I mean, he's still 10 times stronger than anybody in the JJK
He would come
universe.
down in JJK and be a literal god.
Yeah.
But then again, Gojo is
a literal
essentially
god.
a literal god as well. So it's
Gojo without his domain expansion, like Krillin would probably, he would do it, but but we got Gojo's domain expansion because it doesn't do like, normal hits. It's like brain, it literally kills you from the inside, right?
That's true.
So,
That's true. Actually, now that I think about it too, doesn't Gojo's technique disrupt space-time? It's not an actual cursed energy blast. Like when he's using purple, it's actually like tearing apart the fabric of space and time as he shoots it, right? So he might actually, if he can catch Krillin with a purple, he might actually be able to get him with one too.
yeah. I mean, it would be it would probably be a fun fight. I mean, it just depends on if he can get his domain. Like Gojo's cocky, bro. Like he probably ain't gonna pull out a domain expansion unless he thinks he needs to. So maybe Krillin can get him before he decides that he needs to. Maybe, I don't know.
But I'm also thinking though, like if we say we use ki and curse energy interchangeably, right?
Okay.
Purple, blue, and red aren't nearly as powerful as a Kamehameha.
It's not even close. No, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a wrap. Krillin's got it. I want to see
You
Gojo
think so?
versus Yamcha.
Oh, that'd be a good one. That was I was thinking, I was like, somebody weak from DBZ. I was like, it's either going to be Krillin or Yamcha. That was the two I was choosing from.
I mean, Yamcha's so weak that he gave up and became like one of the best baseball players in Japan. Like
That's true. That's true. But Yamcha is like, he might even be planetary level. You know what I mean? Like he's got a lot of that key. Like, who knows, man? Who knows?
I thought of a really good one earlier, and it was Gurren Lagann versus Saitama.
Oh,
because
I mean, it's got to be good. Gurren Lagann could just destroy the planet, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Saitama's a human. He's got to breathe.
True. Doesn't he go to space? He's holding his breath.
Saitama does go to space.
Yeah, he's holding his breath and he jumps off the moon.
He held his breath the whole time. He was like, takes a deep breath when he gets back. He's like, I barely made it.
And then another one I was thinking that I didn't put on here was Lelouch from Code Geass versus Light Yagami, but they're not trying to kill each other. They're playing chess.
Oh.
Because that's two super geniuses, anti-hero kind of characters.
Couldn't Lelouch just be like, you're going to move your king right in front of my pawn?
Yeah, we're taking the power. We're putting brain
power.
No
powers, just straight brain power? Okay. I mean, probably Light.
I don't know. I mean, they're both master
really
manipulators.
fucking smart,
yeah. So I don't know.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it would probably be best to do something like that in like a best of situation, because I think it could go back and forth for a minute.
Best of 7. We got a little World Series of chess going on.
Yeah. One that I thought about putting on here would be like Guy Sensei versus Sanji.
Ooh.
Who kicks?
I
mean, are we opening?
We're going full gates?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we opening gates or what are we doing here?
Sanji's got shit, you know what I mean? So like,
I don't know. Full gates. I feel like my guy's taking that one.
Yeah, I mean, he took down 10. He was fighting 10 Tails
he was
toe to
2
toe.
inches from killing Madara, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he dies himself because he ain't gonna have no,
Oh no, he doesn't die. Naruto saved his ass, brother.
I'm just saying, like in this situation, this Sanji versus Guy Sensei, he ain't gonna have an ass. He ain't gonna have Naruto.
He ain't got Naruto to save his ass afterwards.
Save him, you know what I mean? So
yeah, that's true. It'd be like a draw then.
He uses that power like he's done.
I don't see him without the 8th gate. I don't see him taking Sanji.
No, especially like recent Sanji, who is like awoken cyborg powers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I don't see him taking it at all. He'd need that 8th gate.
What about his Germa suit? So
He ain't
Ooh,
using
Sova
that.
Man.
He ain't using that raid suit, bro. He blew
Nah.
that bitch up. He ain't using that
shit
thing.
gone.
Fuck Germa.
All my homies,
All my homies
hate
fucking hate Germa, bro.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. You guys got any other off the top of your head ones, or we closing this bad boy out?
You know, one that I also thought I would love to see is Afro Samurai versus Kenshin, like Batosai Kenshin.
That'd be good too.
That shit would go hard, like pure, sword play. Just bad some bitches versus a bad some bitch. So
If I think Afro Samurai, I'm gonna think, is it Mugen from Samurai Champloo? Is that what it is? It's been forever since I've seen it.
I think so.
But that'd be
I'm
some
not
good
sure.
ass sword fighting.
Yeah.
Honestly, with that one, I don't think it would matter who won. I think it would just be really sick to watch it.
Yeah.
That would be. Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
And we need more Samuel L. Jackson in anime.
We
It's
do.
true.
Always. Always.
Well, Ghibli should hire him to do some shit, bro.
Banging.
Be good.
But awesome. Well, we hope you guys really enjoyed this week's Anime Degens Bullshit Hour. Freebs, man, appreciate you coming on. Hope you had a good time.
I did. Thanks for having me, boys.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem. Like we said earlier, make sure to tell your friends, rate the podcast, join the Discord, man. Check us out on socials, linktree.com/animedegens. And we'll catch you guys on Tuesday for the rundown. Peace.
Later.